We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch. Go Bandit. Patch it. Hey, Alabama. Watch the ship. Slam. Check it, reload.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check. Fred down. Check three. 55, come on, guys, 55. Alert! It's our time.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Alert! 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. You ain't got nothing. Play 56. Check it. 56. Blue down.
From the gun, it's Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
Well, that's the 2nd time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
You got three down. Undercrunch. Check four.
Now the 2nd year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Don't be scared of it.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. 3rd down, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
It's going to be a long day.
Check. Let's go on. No, 66.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Hey, 66.
Throwing on first down is Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Brady gives to Michel. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 24. Check 24. Hey, Alabama. Check 99. Hey, orbit. Regular.
To throw, it's Brady. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike 54. Mike 22. Check. Over. 22. Check.
2nd down, Haskins. And that's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
55. Check.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was the Super Bowl MVP last season.
Wait, set. Alabama, 380.
No getting on this defense. No getting. Check.
Alpha.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, that was a show of support to even allow him to attempt to make that kick. And you know if he did, that would tie the NFL record. That's a heck of a shot.
Yeah, it would have been a big deal, but a little bit short.
Check 13.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80.
Kill, kill, kill.
Ozzy. Ozzy.
Shit.
80 weapon. Hey, hey.
Now a play fake. Brady. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
And the Patriot first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check it, reload.
Check out read.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Dorsett making the catch. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Hey, check it. Hey, Alabama.
throwing again on second down. Brady, and Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Safety screaming.
Shadow.
Brady now on first down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, it's Haskins. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
I got him. That's me. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check 2 6. 54.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Set. 15 on it. 15 on it. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check 9. Check 9. 36. 36. No. Off. Under 10. Under 10. 10. No.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Kill. Check safety. Check safety.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Crunch time, defense.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Watch out.
Hey, go 66.
Check 15. Check 50.
Hey, check it.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back.